Peter Wrights, Coast Stompeys, all the big names on there. That might just be my one.
9 darts into this game, and Coast Stompeys already had a shout out.
Yeah, tick it off your bingo card at home. But it's a good start here for Schnier. He's down to a finish after 9 darts, 1-2-1, and he's going to get at least 6 darts to break Kadar in the opening leg.
Treble 20 to leave tops.
Yeah, tidied that up nicely with the treble with the last dart to leave tops. He will come back in a moment to get this first leg on the board.
Laszlo will apply some pressure.
145.
Plenty of it. Leaves himself 36.
This for a 13 dart break. A very accomplished start to this game.
Yeah, just the start he wanted. And you mentioned with Schnier, he's played on the European Tour many times, also played the very first European Championship in the PDC back in 2008, played at Ali Pali as well. So this is a Lakeside debut for him, but he has got that stage experience behind his belt. So coming here as an unknown in terms of the Lakeside, but you can see from that start, 13 dart leg against the throw, he's feeling comfortable already.
100.
Picked up some very valuable points in Budapest just a couple of months ago in order to secure his qualification.
80.
Yeah, he was one of the last players to get in, wasn't he, towards the end, replacing, I think, Aaron Morrison in the field to get himself here to the Lakeside for the first time.
78.
And if anything, that should give him an extra spring in his step, because it's an unexpected opportunity that's come his way.
Yeah, we sometimes see that, don't we, in events, a late call-up, you're on a free run, and we see players go on big runs. I remember the World Grand Prix a few years ago. I think it was Simon Whitlock having a decent run that year. He was a late call-up for that event.
I've played each other once before, and I mentioned the Lakeside Darts Classic that Hannes Schnier won. He beat Laszlo in the final. It was 5-4, so a very tight game.
58.
Two players who know each other well. Andrew Sinclair, who was in commentary for the last match, said that they were having a friendly practice in the back room.
140.
Good visit there from Schnier, gets himself down to a finish. Kadar starting on the 19s, he was looking for 2 trebles and a single to leave that 170.
And it's shooting by 142.
Schnier there, he was looking for 2 treble 17s for tops. That's the way I'd try and go as well. Wouldn't happen, but you know, I think it's a good way to go. That single 17.
We stress it's the way you try.
Yes, yes. I'm aiming for treble 20 though.
27, treble 19, or treble 15 if he fancies. Plays the percentages and leaves double 10.
60. Laszlo, you require 164.
It's a big ask. It's not going to happen this time, the 164.
60. And it's you require 20.
This for a 2-0 lead for Schnier.
In
First dart,
second leg.
he gets it.
Hannes Schnier.
And yeah, very good start here for Hannes Schnier, 2-0 up in the opening set. He looks the part and he's playing the part at the moment.
89.
Laszlo currently throwing around 79 in terms of the averages. Hannes 94. Now we saw in that Austrian Darts Open on the European Tour earlier this year, he averaged 93 against Brendan Dolan. So he is capable, it's just making sure he's consistent enough.
Yeah, he's made a great start here in a 140 with his first throw of the leg, but that is a great response from Kadar to get himself going, the 180, and those 180 signs flying in the crowd there.
60.
just gives Schnier something to think about, because before then it was pretty much one-way traffic at the start of this game.
87.
Good use of the board.
Yeah, he's got himself down to a finish, got himself a bit of time here, which he's not had so far in this game. It's been Schnier that's been the one bossing it, getting to a finish first, pinning the doubles. But he's got a chance to get his first leg on the board here.
93.
145 proving too difficult. Could go for the bull.
100.
Well, if he'd have hit the 25, he'd have left the 2-darter. It might not matter. Laszlo Kadar wants double 16, and he's in this game. Much better from the teacher. 14-dart hold of throw.
Yeah, he's happy with that. Gave a thumbs up back to the crowd as he was going to collect his darts. So yeah, once you get that first leg on the board, you don't want to lose the first set 3-0, and that is exactly what happened to Laszlo Kadar on his Lakeside debut back in 2022. He come back and won the game against Andreas Harrison. He won the second set 3-0, ended up coming back from 2-0 down in the deciding set to win it 3-2, but you don't really want to lose that first set 3-0 and have to dig deep in all the games that you play.
60.
He was someone on his debut. I remember being here at the Lakeside. I come for the first weekend. Laszlo Kadar, someone that definitely caught the eye. There was a lot of first-round games that weekend, and that second set, Kadar's finishing. He had some big shots. There was a 104, I think it was a 135 and a 96, all in that second set. So he's finishing when he's on. He can put together 2 or 3 big finishes and rattle them off like that, and yeah, we might see it today.
Can be a very up and down player, can Laszlo. And that's one of the reasons why he's not maybe made as much progress as his talent warrants.
Yeah, this is his 3rd consecutive year here at the Lakeside in the WDF World Championships. Again, he's happy with that, a 140. He's getting himself back into this set slowly but surely. Held his throw, and he's going to need to break Schnier here, but this is a great response. 140. It's down to a finish first. Kadar now. What can he leave?
57.
Only 160, so 114 for Hannes Schnier to win the first set, and that's a fantastic start. That's a shocking middle.
74.
Doesn't give himself the opportunity. However, this is a big ask.
Not going to go. Needed to be perfect 2 treble 20s and tops. Tries to force a treble through, and he does with that last dart to leave 60. But it's Schnier here for this opening set. He wants tops. Gets it with the first dart. Hannes Schnier takes the opening set, and it's just like his debut in 2022 for Laszlo Kadar. He's going to have to come back from a set down if he's going to win this game.
Second set, first leg, it's Hannes to throw first.
Well, he's simply not given himself enough opportunities, Laszlo. It was a lovely 14-darter that won his solitary leg. However, that's the only dart at double he's had. No wonder he's ghost darting in the background.
He's practicing double top, I think, on the imaginary dartboard.
Interesting to note that Austria is going to be in the East Europe region for the WDF next year. And Hannes already has plenty of points in that race, so we could be seeing him at Lakeside next year as well.
Definitely.
133.
And Romania, worth giving them a shout out as well, because the Romanian Darts Festival, one of the biggest events in the WDF calendar. I think there was 500 plus people there this year. That's an event that takes place in January each year. And Laszlo Kadar winning it in 2023, winning the Open, the first Romanian player to win the men's title there. So he's a big name in Romanian darts, and it seems like it is a place that is on the up. We've seen a few Romanian players get through to the World Championship over the last few years.
98.
Something seems to have unsettled Schnier in that first leg here. But that's a good reply to get himself back on track.
He has generally looked the sharper of the two players, and he's been playing more darts recently, which stands to reason. Got to the final of the Slovenia Masters just a few weeks ago, losing to Benjamin Pratnama. Same weekend he won the Slovenia Open. So he arrives here in good form.
Yes, a good weekend, isn't it, when you've got two events to make both the finals, win one of them. We don't often see players winning both the men's titles these days, but to get to two finals, it's a lot of points on the board as well.
140.
Can't take 140, so the aim now is a steady ton.
60. Laszlo, you require 126.
Can't find the treble 19, so the shot's off.
98.
Leaves it handy though, double 14, but it's 80 here for Schnier to get this first leg. 20 for tops.
Loads of room to the right.
Certainly was. A little fist bump there as he goes to collect his darts. Looking good here, Hannes Schnier, to win this game and set up a second round tie with Jason Brandon, the American, the 11th seed, on Wednesday. These guys in the bottom half of the draw. You've also got the likes of Jimmy Van Ski, who I've seen in the arena today, soaking up the atmosphere. It's hard not to miss him, really. He's a tall guy. And yeah, he's going to be playing tomorrow night. You've also got Neil Duff, the former champion 2022, in that half of the draw as well.
Second 180 perhaps.
120.
It's a bounce out. It looked like it was 60 points on the floor there for Kadar.
The board says no. It's an interesting setup that Hannes has got, because he's got the combination of quite bulky barrels and very short points, so you wonder how he can score heavily with those.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. Well, he won't be happy with that. I don't know if he'd stay there. He is.
85.
Yeah, can't find another treble there. Obviously, nowadays, a lot of players are looking to use longer points, especially younger players, because of a certain Luke Littler.
140.
Yeah, he's bucking the trend. He's using the shorter points.
See Bo Greaves use very long points as well, and that's one of the reasons why she can score so heavily.
Yeah, it does look good when you've got them long points in the board all next to each other. It looks like there's still so much room in the treble 20 that you could get 9 or 10 darts in there.
140.
But Schnier getting 2 trebles in there to leave himself handy on 66. And we've not seen a big checkout yet from Kadar. He could have done with one there.
94.
And he's being put under significant pressure. When Hannes gets to a manageable finish, we're seeing Laszlo on numbers like 144, 160, 164.
As you require 66.
Yeah, he's worked his magic on the stage before with the big checkouts, but you can't rely on it all the time. So this 66 to double his lead in this set and be one leg away from the match. Well, it's not the worst thing in the world. As I think, it's double 4.
Takes a step back.
58. Laszlo, you require 50.
This to level up the set. 2 darts at double 16. Gets it with one. Levels up the set. And Kadar just hanging on in there. He's trying to G himself up with the crowd. He's got a few of his supporters in the crowd with him wearing his shirts, and yeah, he needs to find something here. He needs a break. He needs to break the Schnier throw if he is going to keep this match alive and take us all the way.
Well, we can't quite compare it to Shea McGurk, but it's 100% on the doubles for Laszlo Kadar.
Yeah, just as you say, he just needs to get more opportunities at them, leave himself on better finishes, not the ton-topping finishes. And he's got himself a chance, but not the start he would have wanted to that leg. A bounce out and 2 scores of 20. So the advantage is with Schnier in the early stages of this one. And another 140. Seems like he's been hitting quite a few of them in this game. Not been getting as many 180s, but 2 treble visits. He'll still be happy with them.
100.
been much more consistent from Hannes.
Yeah, he's very rarely strayed away from that 20 segment. If it's not a treble, it is in the single. As we see there, another score of 60.
He's currently averaging 94, and if he keeps that up, it'll be the highest average in round 1 of the men's tournament, which was held by Shane McGurk, and then the highest average overall, Shane McGurk.
Yeah,
3-0 against Edwin Torbjornsson yesterday.
Yeah, the Shane McGurk show, he has been very impressive so far in this tournament on his debut. He looks to be a force to be reckoned with so far.
And he's gone back to work today as well, hasn't he?
Oh, well.
57.
Hopefully he's took a dartboard with him, keep the practice going, although considering how he's playing, maybe he just wants a break from it. But this is good. 2 darts at double 16 to go 1 leg away from the match. Double 8.
70.
Can't find it, so this, again, another big outshot for Laszlo Kadar. Can he take it? First dart he's got is now treble 18 for the ball to break the Schnier throw. And he gets it, there it is, right on cue. Laszlo Kadar with a 164 finish. There's the big outshot we were waiting for. He was teasing us all game, leaving these big shots, and maybe just at the right time, he gets it. Now he's throwing to take this second set and take us to a final set. What a finish that was.
Biggest checkout of the week so far. A moment of inspiration, because we've seen that from Laszlo. It was another leg where he needed to take a massive combination shot.
Add it to the list of ton toppers for Laszlo Kadar at the Lakeside. He's ticking them all off. And the 164, sometimes we see players go 2 treble 19s, try and just focus on 1 treble rather than moving around the board. So treble 20, treble 18, it seems to be on the way out, but he's old school, he is the teacher, and yeah, he's teaching us that you can still do the old ways.
60.
I do wonder, because he's had quite a few bounce outs and darts really dangling precariously, whether he just didn't fancy going for the same target in case it clatters off or deflects.
Yeah, that's fair enough, it could have been. But this is a steady start to the leg, no big shots so far, but Schnier now, he's going to need a break, and then he will be thrown for the match. Again, back in that treble. And another 140.
140.
He's not been flustered by that 164 from Kadar. He's been a better start to this leg. Going to need another treble to get down to a finish. Finds that treble 18 again to get himself down to a 150. Schnier, can he leave himself on a better finish? Back in the treble again, he's going to leave a better finish. And it's another 140. Back-to-back 140s. Puts the pressure on. But what about this? Can we have another one? Don't think that one's in.
134.
Maybe should have switched to the treble 18 for that second one, because he seems to be popping them quite often. But 61, double 18 to level the set.
Oh, what a response from Hannes Schnier. Would have been easy for him to feel so deflated after that 164, but Hannes Schnier bites back. This has been a high-quality game on the stage. Both players averaging above 90.
Yeah, another 5-visit leg there for Schnier. And now he is going to throw for the match here. Another 5-visit leg, you'd probably say he wins the match. Especially with darts like that.
81.
What can Kadar do in response? Needs this leg to stay in the tournament.
140.
That's a good start.
As you mentioned earlier, Lal, this is the bottom section of the draw, so the number 11 seed Jason Brandon awaits. And then the winner of that will face either Liam Mandel Lawrence or Sibrin Heibel. So it's a very workable section of the draw. There are no massive names there. When you start getting to the quarters and the semis, that's where the Neil Duffs and Gary Stones of this world find themselves. But it's a huge opportunity for these players.
Definitely is, yeah, to make what would be a quarter-final. Those 3 players you mentioned, these 2 players on stage, one of them is going to be in the quarter-finals on Friday. But plenty of work to be done before then, especially for these 2 up there now, if they are going to make it there. all the focus is on getting to that second round at the moment. Schnier will want to get it done in this leg. Down to a finish. Kadar, what can he reply with? Gets back in the treble with his second. And that is a great last start, 140 to get down to a two-darter. But this is for the match.
Treble 17.
93. Laszlo requires 66.
This could level the game up. Might choose to stay there. He does. Double 18 to level the game up at 1 apiece.
48.
And that's Laszlo's first miss at a double. I don't know whether he was put off by a phone ringing in the background.
Yeah, just going off at the wrong time, but this is the time for Hannes Schnier to get his first win on the Lakeside stage. It's double top to go through to round 2.
28.
Just above the wire. So a chance
Laszlo requires 18.
for Kadar to stay in the tournament. He's splitting it. It is going to be double 8. 1 dart left. Double 4. Looks like he's been distracted again by something in the crowd. Doing the right thing, taking his time. Stares down that double 4 and hits the double 4. We are going all the way in this first round tie between Romania and Austria. Schnier missing his chance to win it 2-0. And now he's got to do it in a deciding set. But I'll tell you what, the standard we've seen in this game, they could play a few more sets and I wouldn't mind.
It's been absolutely superb. And the crucial thing for Hannes now is not to allow Laszlo a dart at double. It's 4 from 6. And every leg that he's had a dart at double, he's gone and won it. Hannes needs to put that mismatched dart behind him.
85.
Yeah, he's gone back from being 40 points away from the match to 1,503 points. It's a much bigger task now for Hannes Schnier to get himself through to the second round.
83.
And he has got to break the Kadar throw at some point as well. So from being in such a promising position, there's a lot more for him to do now.
95.
And to borrow Rod Studd's favourite word, the momentum is with Laszlo Kadar at the moment.
45. 45.
It's a very continental championship at Lakeside this year, as it always is, but our fourth match is an all-English battle. Darren Johnson and Rhys Colley will end the afternoon session.
What about some of the games we've got tonight? Some big names up on that Lakeside stage. Paul Lim, Dieter Hedman, 2 Lakeside legends. Paul Lim hitting that first 9-darter at the Lakeside. Dieter Hedman, she's been here many times before, got to the final a few times. Yeah, they're 2 players that we're looking forward to watching tonight.
Paul Lim playing here at 70 years old.
Do you think you'll be here at 70 years old?
100.
If he...
Laszlo requires 118.
Yeah, it's very impressive, isn't it? Paul Lim still playing on that stage and still competing as well.
58.
I think when I'm 70, Paul Lim will still be here.
Oh, yeah. No doubt about it. Double 12.
Taking charge of the first set. Hannes Schnier.
Raises his arms in the air in a bit of frustration, saying, why can't I hit that double a few minutes ago and I'd be off the stage? But a good start there. We said he needed to get a break in this set and he does it in the first leg. Now looking to drive home that advantage and hold throw here for a 2-0 lead and leave Kadar needing to do what he did on his debut. 2-0 down in the deciding set, winning 3 legs in a row.
Well, as we sit here right now, Hannes will feel that he's done more than enough to deserve the victory. As he hits his first maximum, so it's 1 apiece in that count.
more darts like that, you'd imagine he's going to be the one going through.
Hannah's has scored better. There's only been one leg in this match where he's not had a dart at double. That was the 14 darter hit by Laszlo in the first set.
41.
Not the best setup visit there, but he is going to have plenty of time to get this leg on the board. Kadar
81.
way back, still in the 300s.
Attitude require 140.
Can we get a ton topper from Schnier? That's a good start. And he's going for 2 tops. And he gets 2 tops. What a finish. He needed tops to win the match just a few moments ago. And he decides, you know what? I know how to win it. I'm going to hit it twice for the 140 finish. 2-0 to Hannah Schnier in this deciding set.
Well, the quality has been sky high in this match. It's no wonder why we've seen so many fist bumps between the players.
Yeah, these two are putting on a show here at the Lakeside.
No, we get XG in football. We could get XFB, expected fist bumps. Be sky high in this one.
Yeah, I think Johnny Clayton would be the one leading that. He loves a fist bump. But Kadar now up against it.
95.
Going to need to reel off these last 3 legs if he is going to set up that second round tie with Jason Brandon. But this is looking good for Hannah Schnier. Another maximum. And he just can't miss at the moment, whether it's treble 20 or double top. These last few minutes, he has found it.
58.
And an outside chance here if he can get another big visit here to get himself down to a finish first. Of getting it done in 3 straight legs.
140.
Right on cue. Can we have another 140 finish?
It's been a carbon copy, really, of the last leg. 180, 140, 41. And now it could be 140. Can he do it on top stops again?
Copy and paste. No, it's not going to be. So Kadar is going to get a chance to save the match
78.
on 74.
Laszlo require 74.
2 darts at double 16.
58.
Just comes inside, so Schnier,
Attitude require 62.
another chance to get it done.
Laszlo just faltering a bit on the outer ring. Schnier has 2 at double 16. Another match dart.
46.
That's 3 of them that have now come and gone.
This to stay in the championship. And he gets it with his first dart. Kadar keeps the match alive. He says to Schnier, you've got to serve it out.
55. 60. 78.
Well rescued on treble 19.
100.
Steady stuff there from Kadar. But Schnier, those 2 and 3 treble visits that he was hitting so regularly just a moment ago have dried up at just the wrong time. And Kadar back in that treble, that first start in the treble looks so inviting. There's 2 of them. Plenty of room on the right. For the maximum to get himself down to a finish first. I think we could be going to a final leg here.
Well, you could see from that previous camera angle the way that the second dart was awkward, but he had plenty of room and he utilised it. Oh my, easy going for 161.
97.
And in my mind, because he came down for the 17s, he probably would have gone for it. Otherwise, you stay up top and set the shot from there.
27.
He does come back with this 64 to take us all the way. Double 8. Just like that. It is 2-all. We are going all the way to a final leg. Hannah Schnier has had match darts to win this. Kadar now has got the chance to throw first and book his place in that second round.
Well, Hannah's picked the wrong time completely to have his worst leg of the match. Barely struck a treble.
97.
That's a solid enough start from Laszlo, who's got the throw to go on and win this match and complete another Lakeside comeback.
Yeah, Schnier, he's had 5 visit legs in this match. It might be enough in this, we don't know, but he's going to need to find a few big trebles, those scoring visits, the 180s, the 140s,
60.
to get himself through here. That's the start he wanted.
81.
Loose last one.
$96.
Great find.
$80.
Kept his composure, wasn't rattled by the bounce out.
Just 8 points between them after 9 darts in this decider. It is going right down to the wire.
60.
Coin flip of a game. Whoever loses is going to be devastated, probably more so Hannah's because he's had those match dart opportunities.
100.
Leaves that 140 again. Must be his favourite finish.
Certainly will be if he pins it.
Or he'd give for a treble here.
60.
Comes up dry.
And it's going to require 140.
So Schnier gets the first go. Not going to go this time, but can he leave it nicely poised if he gets another go?
60. Laszlo, you require 128.
Treble 18.
For another Lakeside ton topper.
56 left. Laszlo just doing the sums in his head.
And it's going to require 80.
Missed the big number. Hannah Schnier, 80 for the match. Double top.
40.
Just above the wire. Laszlo Kadar
Laszlo, you require 48.
to book his place in the second round and complete another comeback win on the Lakeside stage. 1 dart left at double 8.
32.
And he can't believe it. Hands in the pockets. You're going to have to go and collect your darts and give Hannah Schnier another
And
go.
it's going to require 40.
There'll be some nervous energy here.
Game.
But finally, Hannah Schnier gets the job done over Laszlo Kadar. Two really good pals put on a wonderful show this afternoon for the Lakeside crowd. Schnier looked like he was faltering, but he has finally sealed the victory. There are some classy finishes along the way. The 164 on the ball from Kadar, the 140 tops.